Sony, it's in our DNA.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action!
Now, here to tell you about the organization's decision to move to an HD telecast is the president of Miss Universe organization, Paula Shugart.
Love seeing our pageant up there in such a big screen. My husband cannot see a screen that big, or we'll end up trying to buy one. So it really is a pleasure for me to be here today. This was a dream come true, as Alex said, and I'm sure everybody in the room already knew that this past Friday night, we broadcast not only on NBC, but to 100 countries around the world. And it was the first time in our 57-year history that we broadcast in high def. And it was Sony high def, of course. Now, I've been president of Miss Universe for 7 years, and during that time, I've seen it all. I'm sure you've heard in the pageant world, people can be a little competitive, maybe a little nervous, but they're all nervous. But sometimes the competitive and the zealotry to win that life-changing title can affect you. I know we had a little incident where a contestant put pepper spray in somebody else's makeup, not on this last show, but a little while ago. The one thing I learned is nothing will make 51 beauty queens more nervous and wreak more havoc than the moment you tell them that they're going to be shot in high definition. We had a couple of moments there. So once we calmed everybody down, I was happy to say that their fears proved to be unfounded, and the end result was the best looking telecast we have ever had. The Sony high-def camera actually proved to be not the potential enemy, but instead it was a girl's best friend. Our 6-minute opening, which I think you saw a little bit of it being shot there, is nothing short of captivating, spectacular, and it's really absolutely rich. That's the only way I can describe it. Now, why did we make the change to high def? Well, simply put, it is the wave of the future, and the future is now. Each year, as you saw, more live events, the Oscars, the Grammys, Golden Globes, all of the morning television programs have turned to high def, and more, the viewers have come to expect it. And we at the Miss Universe organization have an extensive broadcast history. We continue to air between Miss USA and Miss Universe 2 of the longest running shows in television history. We have come a long way since the pageants first aired. And they were hosted at the time by a little-known game show host by the name of Johnny Carson. Not a lot of people know that. And he eventually decided he needed to leave primetime, and that's when we lost him. I don't know whatever happened to him. My point being that Miss Universe has always tried to be cutting edge, whether with our choice of talent or with our choice of technology. And this year, our owners, or NBC and Donald Trump, said that it was time for the pageants to be switching to high def. And after all, what could be more natural than featuring some of the world's most beautiful women with the world's best technology? And for me, when Donald said, "Paula, get it done," I said, "Yes, sir." But Sony HDNA was the logical choice to turn to for making it happen. During my years as a television producer, Sony technology and advancements, they were always considered to be second to none. And as a consumer, I just have to say my husband considers himself an aficionado on Sony products. Just 2 days ago, he was explaining to me why we need to move on from the 52-inch high-def screen to the new 70-inch screen. And I'd like to thank you for that. But I have to give him some street cred. He was the one that told me years ago that Blu-ray was going to be the wave of the future, so he obviously knows what he's talking about. But anyway, with Sony, I knew that I could rest assured that our young women competing for this title would look their absolute best. And perhaps more importantly, partnering with Sony was a turnkey situation for us. From soup to nuts, the entire process, they had the support and the equipment that we needed from the first tape roll out in the field to our live feed through the Sony switcher for the worldwide telecast. Sony and all mobile video made it easy for us to make the change. And the end result is nothing short of amazing. And all I know is we can never go back. And I think we have a little tape to show you a little bit of that process of our opening. So thank you very much. Or as Miss Universe told me, domo arigato.